Girl, it is not that. You were so extra. I'm sweaty as fuck.
Girl.
Can you see it?
No, you can probably see me sweating though.
No, I don't.
But you got a little bit sweat on your eyebrow, but that's about it.
It's the Dean's Room, where I see you and you see me. The Dean's Room, where we spillin' all that tea. The Dean's Room, where we talking all that goss. The Dean's Room, but you know that I'm the boss.
Hola todos! It is your favorite tia, Hiliana Perez, and we are now in another installment of The Dean's Room. And today I have a very special guest, the one, the only, the estrella of it all, Star Synovia.
It's me, Valentina.
Bitch, you know it's Star Synovia, not Valentina.
Sorry, I get confused sometimes.
Sometimes that happens, and it's okay.
It's the delusion.
It is, I think, 90% delusion and then 10% disillusion.
Not disillusion.
Well, you
bitch.
know, just delusion. And
That's a big word.
That's a big word. Can you spell it?
D.
It's delusion. Okie dokie. So, Star, how has life been after Drag Master?
Well, you sounded very distressed there. It's actually been cute. I've actually gotten a couple bookings from being in Drag Master. Like, I got to do Delaware Pride. Other than that, Pandora Fox booked me actually for a show that was yesterday in Lima, Ohio. It was literally like right after I got eliminated, y'all. So get eliminated and you'll get bookings.
You heard it here. If you get eliminated, you get bookings.
You do!
You right?
You do, I guess. I mean...
So you've just been doing the thing. You've been doing shows. You've been just all over the place, wearing this little human unit. You know, oh, she got human units now, y'all. Okay.
It was $50 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. $50 on Amazon. Your new drag mom, Amazon.
She was my drag mom for Drag Master, child.
But you look good, bitch.
Thank you.
You look good. You look good.
No, I've been investing more in my drag. So Gia was like, outfits for sale, and I said, that's mine.
That's mine.
That's mine. That's mine. I'm actually getting another outfit from Gia soon, so be on the lookout.
Same. You know, Gia is the seamstress to the stars, literally and metaphorically.
She is.
So, life after Drag Master has been great.
Yes.
So let's cheers to that with our signature cocktail, which is and tahini.
Why is it spicy?
You love spicy food, first of all, bitch. So why are you complaining now?
You didn't get the meme?
No.
The memes?
No, which one me? Mimi Sharp?
No. There's a meme on TikTok where it's like, why is it spicy? But it sounds just like that.
Anyway.
She's old.
Bitch. Well, I'm glad that life after Drag Master has been amazing. And with that being said, you are our stagehand this season for Drag Master. Yes! How do you feel about that?
You girls be having me working, girl. And I ain't sweating a lot. I'm sweating right now, actually. You could probably see it on the camera. I'm sweating right now. Baby. Y'all need too much. Y'all need too much. Buy me a drink, something. Give me a bag of, actually, give me a bag of Takis. I'll be fine. I'll shut the fuck up.
Listen, if you get Star a bag of Takis for helping you on stage,
I'll be your best friend.
She will be your best friend, so don't worry. Just get a bag of Takis. It doesn't have to be the big one. Just a little one. Like, if you each get a little bag of Takis for her, bitch will be happy. Now you know.
Have me at that bitch. Listen.
So, this week's challenge was exactly that, Dragula, in which the contestants had to go ahead and have a performance inspired by a Dragula contestant. And that means that it is all alternative and horror and spooky-ooky.
Spooky.
Oh, come and spook me sometime. Oh, boo.
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 Ghost me. No, don't ghost me. Whenever I got ghosted, that shit was horrible. So if you are a person on a dating app or something that is talking to people and you ghost people, you're a jerk.
If you ghost me, I'm going to find where you live.
And then you will become a ghost. I got body bags.
Okay, so the challenge.
The challenge. Yes. So, who were some of the standouts for you?
So some of the standouts for me, as much as I hate this because I hate bitch pudding's filth because it makes me physically ill. Maelstrom was one of my tops. I don't care. I was like, you did that shit, bitch. That is a mop. I don't care how clean it is. You put that mop out of your mouth, and you're a disgusting bitch. You probably got tetanus.
Yes, tetanus. Tetanus.
Other than that, I was really proud of Braylon, because you know she doesn't really do horror. I was like, this is cute. This is really cute. And then my third standout the most, which probably wasn't for the best reasons, was probably Saline. I love you, Saline. You know that for a fact. I'm not paid to say that, by the way. I wish I was. But the energy level for that song, especially it being inspired by Eva Destruction, was not as out there as I thought it would be. Like, it was funny, like near the end where they're like, hey! Okay, yeah, I can't do that. I'm gonna probably fart. But it just wasn't what I was expecting.
There was a lack of energy that song really does warrant when it comes to performing it. I perform all the time, so.
Especially it being an iconic track. I'm not sure if you've seen Eva Destruction perform it, but it's like,
I have.
Like, it's very jerky. Like, I'm probably scared, but I'm probably turned on because it's Eva Destruction.
Listen, it's very low Kim where she's like,
stop.
So first of all, we had Maelstrom and Bray as standouts positively for you.
Negatively, I would probably have to say
Saline.
And then if I had to have a 4 for like 2 positives, 2 negatives, I can't really speak on what Vintage's actual performance was because I didn't get to see that performance because sadly he wasn't there. But I did get to see the pictures at least. And I love you, Vintage, as well, but in a competition where people are doing all these extravagant things, they're making stuff out of whatever, like literally had a fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame going on. But to have the only horror aspect of it be just the mug, it wasn't really...
It wasn't up to par compared to
like,
everyone else.
The makeup, stunned. I don't care. Makeup was stunning. It was just, it looked like an outfit I could have got at Target.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, that's totally fair.
We love Target, though. We do.
We always love Target. So, the challenge. What exactly did you enjoy about Maelstrom's?
So, I love...
Because you said that you were like, bitch, it's mop water, that's gross. But what did you enjoy from it?
So, I enjoyed how in character it was. I enjoyed the mix 100%. I was just like, this is so fucking campy, but you're still fucking disgusting. And that is what I love because Maelstrom, no matter what it is, stays true to what is Maelstrom. And that is what I appreciate. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, even for the runway, it was still Maelstrom. You could tell 100%. That's Maelstrom as alternative drag. That is Maelstrom doing whatever. This is Maelstrom doing whatever. It's not, oh, I can't tell this is Maelstrom's drag. Like, I can't tell this is something that Maelstrom would normally do.
Right.
So that's what I loved about it because it's like Maelstrom, like, okay, you look like bitch pudding, okay. But I still know this is Maelstrom fucking West. Like, 100%.
They put their spin totally on.
She put her pussy in it.
Her pussy, her mouth, the broomstick, the plunger.
And the wig!
There was a wig! There was a fucking wig inside of the mop bucket and it was all wet and... okay, there's video of this. And the entire time...
You probably heard me in the background screaming.
Yes! Well, we heard that. But in the entire time Maelstrom was doing the number, I was like... It was I was like,
Yeah,
was
so
gross.
the
It was
other
gross.
part, the other part being about being a stagehand is also I don't get to fully watch the numbers, so I kind of have to see it from the audience perspective. But watching it back, which I was one of the ones I had the pleasure of seeing more of, I was very much like, "You dirty bitch! I fucking hate you, bitch!" And you probably heard that shit, but like, it was just. It took me there. Like, I was like, this is Dragula. I know who this is. I know what the inspiration is. I know that this is Maelstrom's take on what this is.
Okay.
Braylon's, I still liked it a lot because it was still Braylon as an interpretation of Jay Jolie's Ghost Ship Glamour look. Which I appreciate because I couldn't necessarily tell a lot of, well, not like a lot, but like who some of the people were and what challenge they were doing. Because as far as I knew, the challenge at hand was to take an iconic Dragula runway / performance and put that as your own drag character. So while there were people who had amazing like replications of the original like inspiration, it was an exact copy.
Right.
Which for my season, I mean I didn't win the challenge, but we had the coach's inspiration runway, and it was, at least from my take, to be inspired but still be your drag character, not a direct copy of what it is.
And that exactly was the challenge, was to be inspired by a Dragula contestant and then create something there. And if people ask me, I would say, make sure that you put your own spin on it so we can still tell that it's you doing an inspiration and not doing a copy like you said.
But there was also some where I just didn't know who they were. I thought this was just, this is who I, like, this is me doing a horror performance, or this is me dressing alternatively and doing a performance. So like for like Josh, I didn't really know who she was. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like Saint, because I know like In the Next Life by Kim Petras was playing, which was part of the runway for, I think, the Ghost Challenge. No, it was for the Vampire Challenge.
Right.
But I didn't quite necessarily get the look tied into everything, so I'm not sure if it was Saint. It could have been someone else. There was devil horns. I didn't really know.
It was spooky ooky, apparently.
It was spooky. It was spooky because that bitch hit that ground when the song was over, and I said, "Damn." She hit that ground hard.
Listen, you'll see when the episode is published on YouTube, but when Joshua does the death drop at the very end,
She said,
and you would literally hear the
but like, so that was like one of the parts of her performance that I had seen. So like, I was literally like right there on the side of the stage when she like dropped, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Because all I heard was, well, not like that, but you know,
It was harder. It was harder.
it was.
Okay, cute. So, runway. The runway was, do not look under the bed.
I thought it was monsters under the bed.
As do not look under the bed.
Oh, well, I thought it was monsters, so I was going to a very different way.
Oh, well, now you gotta switch it up.
So
who were your tops for the runway?
So Leota Toombs, 100%, hands down, killed it.
Killed it.
I was like, this is quite literally something I'd be afraid of. As like, if I saw this in a dark alleyway, I'd probably shit myself and piss myself.
Be like, oh hell no, fucking nope.
Me,
Not today.
I've seen enough horror movies to like know how this is about to go. Other top. Don't kill me for it, but I really love Leota's. Not Leota's, Bellata's.
Did you just confuse Leota with Lana?
They got the same L name and ends with a There's also a T in there.
T. There's an L, a T, a O, and a
Yeah.
So, and an A. They all have the same fucking letter.
Yeah, I was like, bitch.
Okay, I do that all the time actually, so never mind.
But yeah, like,
Lot of motions.
Leota, both had really strong runways for me.
I agree with the Lot of motions as well as Leota's. But the thing was that Leota Toombs had a complete concept from the top to the bottom to the front to the back. Bitch had a fucking hump with things that were literally under your bed.
Oh my god, my favorite thing was when you were about to leave and your hair got stuck. Was it you? It got stuck on one of their like props inside the thingy.
Oh yes!
And you got stuck on the giraffe, and that was the funniest shit to me ever.
Well, listen, I always get stuck everywhere. So Lot of Motions had this.
It was like tights.
It was tights. It was made out of tights, and it had like floppy things, and it looked creepy as fuck to me.
Because
it was creepy.
You would probably find some tights under your bed. I feel like tights are everywhere.
I don't want to look under our bed right now.
I mean, it's also I think the funniest thing, because it was funny all as well, because I'm like, the tights are dirty, the tights are really dingy.
I mean, that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it creepy. It's like one of those like monsters that are just like, ooh. Ugh.
It is a monster made of your unwashed tights. And I said,
drag queens.
This is so camp. Because like, it was like, I really enjoyed that a whole lot, just because like, it's a concept, but it's also a joke in itself.
It is.
Like, don't look under your bed, you may find your unwashed tights, and it turned into a fucking monster. And like, I feel like Leota and Lotta had not similar concepts, but it was like very much stuff like, don't look under your bed, girl. Don't look under it.
Because if you do, this is what you're gonna find.
Literally. Some honorable mentions. I did like Josha's.
Okay.
Just because
I love the dramatics of it all.
Yeah. When she came out screaming.
Yes. So she came out in this like little girl costume, crazy disheveled hair, and then the bitch started like, ah! Like just laughing, and then cutting her hair off.
And then the other one,
Crazy.
I did enjoy Satan's Runway, because that is
A ragdoll.
Yeah, and she also made it.
Completely.
Yeah.
Like entirely.
Yeah.
Saline.
Saline has been making a lot of their stuff.
Saline knows how to sew.
Yeah.
Saline knows how to do makeup. So, who were some of your bottoms for the runway? Well, we already spoke about Vintage.
I was about to say, you already knew what I was about to say.
Yeah.
As I said it.
And for everyone that does not know, for some context, Vintage Blue was not there physically, as there was a family emergency that required him to go out of state. So in order to have a fair evaluation, we had him provide his challenge as well as his runway via video, and then our judges watched it, and then from there, if he were to be in the bottom, then someone from his team would have to defend him in the lip sync. So, with that being said, Star did not get to see the challenge video, but they did get to see the picture of the runway. So with that, they are in the bottom for you.
Yes. So my thing about it was, as I was saying earlier, you have people making literally all these props and stuff like that. And it's not only based off of this challenge that I'm saying that Vintage is in the bottom, just because it's like, I understand 100%, like, doing king attire is a lot, it's a whole different beast. However, I just feel like the effort that was put in did not show as much as, say, like Leota or say Lotta.
Yeah.
Even like Josha, people like that, Saline. It's very much like, I went to the store, I bought these clothes, I didn't alter them, I didn't like make rips, distress it, anything like that. I just put on the clothes, and that was it.
Okay. And I mean, and that's fair. I mean, I do agree. I completely agree. I think that what was provided from Vintage was a little bit on the basic side. I will say that there was the situation of them being out of town and there being a family emergency. However, we did provide the challenges a couple months ago before the show started. So there have not been that preparation probably. And you know what? That's understandable.
Like
not everyone's going to be prepared.
Yeah, like I understand, because I definitely in my season was just doing things based off of if I were to stay the prior week. So I mean, I understand, like, stuff happens, however, we can't use that as an excuse.
Yep,
It's the same
it is
thing.
judge what's before us.
It's the same thing if you go on Drag Race, Dragula, Camp One and Kiki, whatever franchise you want to go on, the judges only get to see what they see.
Exactly.
They don't get to, like, they're not going to have, like, okay, this is your whole life story, this is what's going on. Other than that, my other unfortunate bottom, because I want them to do so well, I really do, because I'm a fan. My other bottom was Hotel, and it was only in the sense of the challenge look and the runway look were two very, very, very similar looks.
Yep.
So I
And
was
they were doing for the challenge. They did Coco Cane. And for the monster under the bed, it was kind of like a vampirist.
Yeah, like
thing.
a hoodoo, vampiric, succubus type thing.
They will suck you to bed.
Suck you in the Columbus.
Ah!
But it just was too similar. It was still a good outfit. Don't get me wrong.
The bitch looked sexy.
I'm wearing something similar myself. I mean,
but I don't think that it was up to par for the challenge.
it wasn't up to par to the challenge. Because in the other thing you have to look into the speculation of things is comparatively to like who the tops were. This makes your outfit look extremely basic.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately happens. Like, it's not saying that you don't have good outfits. It's not saying anything like that. It's just comparatively to what we see in front of us, this is what we have to go off of, unfortunately. And shit sucks.
So, that was your tops and your bottoms for the runway. Then, we go into the immunity pass.
Didn't get that in my season.
So, you had a controversial elimination, huh?
I did, girl. My favorite thing was, I went home, I cried, went to bed, woke up, and then everyone was like, this competition is rigged, the judges don't know what they're talking about, everyone's attacking the judges, and I was kind of like, girl, I'm just glad to be gone, girl. I don't want no money. I was just kind of like, listen, girl, they got me, girl, they did.
You broke the internet. Dragmaster and Star Synovia broke the internet.
Because on top of that, they were like, you won the lip sync in my eyes. I was like, girl, I got eliminated. That's all I know.
That's all you know. Wow. They did not have the immunity pass last season.
Not a single bit, and I didn't even get a challenge anyway.
every season is gonna get better, so season 3 is gonna be even better. Just
you
saying.
may see me.
Will we? I don't think
We
so.
won't.
No.
I ain't doing that.
Stagehand once again. No. So we had the immunity pass, and dun dun dun, it was the last immunity pass given.
Y'all hear that shit? Y'all just be doing shit. Y'all just be doing shit just because.
No more immunity pass.
Y'all let the girls get comfortable, and then suddenly.
Uh-huh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so no more immunity pass given. And the last one was given to Saline from Team Maya. Saline.
I still don't think Saline would have been completely in the bottom. I don't really get to see their scores, but.
Well, talking about that, let's go into our tops and the bottoms of the week. So our top for the week were Sage Love, Leota Toombs, and Maelstrom.
As it should have been.
As it should have been, I completely agree. Sage Love did Dolly, and they came out in this like chaps with like underwear and like a crop top and the little mustache.
Gave very much Dolly.
It gave very much Dolly and Daddy, like Daddy Dolly. So the bottoms of the night were Saline, Hotel Onassis, and Vintage Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Vintage Blue was not physically there,
No.
so right. So in the case that Vintage Blue had to lip sync, someone from his team,
Chad.
which is V Master Chad, would have to participate and defend their teammate. So the bottom two that needed to lip sync were Hotel Onassis and Vintage Blue. So that means Leota Toombs. So we sent them off to go and get ready while we announced the winner of the challenge, which was Maelstrom! Yeah! Or what was it? Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Good job, Maelstrom.
You're such a dashing young woman.
You're such a dashing alternative queen now. Oh my gosh. Maelstrom West, the new alternative queen of Columbus.
Beautiful garbage part 2.
Beautiful garbage part 2 with Maelstrom West. So that was our winner. And we had Leota and Hotel Onassis lip sync for their lives.
That was some shenanigans.
And the expulsion.
That was some shenanigans in that lip.
I will say that okay. So For y'all that have not seen the episode, the lip sync did include a lot of contact from Leota Toombs towards Hotel. And at first I was a little uncomfortable with it, but then I saw that Hotel was doing moves off of it, so I thought it was planned. Because like they like twirled and like did a dip, and then they did like a splits all together, and I thought it was planned, so it looked good. So that's why I wasn't thinking anything of it. Come to find out, none of it was planned.
Yeah, watching lip sync, as you may have known, I got eliminated for not knowing my words. And I expected them to know a bit more of the song.
Yeah.
Because you can tell when someone knows a song. You can tell when they at least like know what mannerisms to give, what stunts to pull, whatever. But the song is Whore by In This Moment. The lady in the song is yelling. She's yelling, screaming, I am the whore! Stuff like that. I don't want to see no I want to see you lip syncing with a passion, with a fire. I want to see emoting. And
the dramatics.
Yes, I look for emotion, emoting, dramatics, stage presence, all of that when I'm looking at people performing. I may not do any of that. However, it's just something, especially as a viewer, it's a bit disconnecting to see with a very dramatic, heartfelt song, very like emo song, and there's no emo-ness happening on the stage. Like, it's just a disconnect. So the lip sync for me, I was like, this is a bunch of shenanigans, and drag is not a contact sport.
Exactly. So, with that being said, we did make sure to have a conversation regarding the safetiness of being on a stage. Is safetiness not a word? No?
The safety.
The safety. Safetiness of it all.
My thing about it was when I saw Hotel go into like that dip backwards when Leota was holding her. I trust no bitch. I trust no one, especially in lip sync where I can potentially get sent home. Didn't trust it whatsoever. What's my hands in my throat? Didn't trust it whatsoever. So when I saw that, my brain immediately went to, she's gonna fall.
Ooh. Well, thankfully that did not happen. And one thing that I will say about this entire lip sync was that even though we had Leota Toombs giving a lot of contact sport, Hotel Onassis, first of all, anytime Leota would grab her, Hotel would react in a positive way that would benefit her. Like, there was this one time where Leota
like,
grabbed her, hugged her, and this bitch went into a fucking split. And then there was a twirl, and then there was like a dip. So Hotel knew how to maneuver with all of these obstacles. What's her name? From Drag Race?
RuPaul.
No, bitch, not RuPaul. The one that got carried by Mimi on first.
Oh.
India Farah.
Yeah.
India Farah. She was like, get her off of me!
Get her off of me!
Yeah. But with that being said, it was still a good lip sync, even though both of them did not know fully all the words or wasn't all of that emotion. But the winner essentially was Hotel Onassis.
The new lip sync assassin.
The new lip sync assassin. Because the bitch did great. I was gagged at every single thing and reaction. Like, she was very reactionary.
She's seasoned in performing.
She's seasoned in performing. Very performing. Very performing.
Yeah. She had, like, she moves with the grace. She knows her body. She knows how to move her body well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she does.
And she's confident with it. And she's pretty.
So
watch the fuck out, because a pretty bitch that is confident and can also move their body in any way they want to, I'd be sold. I'd be sold. Me, my eyes would go directly to that person the whole entire time.
That is a fierce bitch. So with that being said, that was our challenge. That was our challenge, our runway, our lip sync. That was the entire episode. So overall, what did you think of Dragula Week?
I said it on Facebook, I'll say it again. Anyone who needs extra shit is gonna pay me $10. Or copies, whichever one you prefer. No, but it was actually really fun. Like, I really love the alternative drag scene. That's kind of how I got my start in drag before I became A beauty queen.
A beauty queen.
Sometimes, I don't really know.
Something.
So like I appreciate any time that we get to showcase that like Ohio drag is not just pageant, another pageant, showgirl, pageant.
Another showgirl.
Because I feel like alternative drag gets overlooked a lot. Like, no matter what it is, like there's not like a dedicated space specifically for alternative drag.
I agree with that, and that's why I did mention that alternative drag doesn't get to be
Halloween
booked as
only.
much. And they only get booked on Halloween, yeah, and I said that, and I was like, you know what? I think that alternative entertainers should be booked any other day.
Yeah, and even then, sometimes they don't get booked on Halloween.
Exactly. So, that was our episode. Thank you so much for being here. Now, before we go, I have one question for you, because
Girl,
it's going to
what?
be a little game.
Girl, what? That's always games with y'all.
If you were to be on an all-star season of the Drag Master, who would you want to be part of your team? You're not the coach, you're just like a contestant, but who would you want to be you and 3 other people, and who would you want your coach to be out of season 1 and season 2 coaches?
Okay, I'd bring back Santana, just because I feel like she has a lot to show.
Santana Visage, yes.
She has a lot to show. The bitch is pretty.
Yes,
She's been
same
doing
here.
drag for a grip.
while.
So I want her on my team because I'm like, at least this bitch got some drag I could probably borrow, something like that. And then just because she is my best drag sis, probably Lady Queeve.
Oh, bitch, yes.
I was about to say, because at least then it'll be like a really well-rounded team. I was about to say, because I feel like I'm really well-rounded. Like I feel like I can act, I can sing, just a little bit. I can dance a little bit. I'm kind of funny sometimes.
So
I'm pretty.
Okay, bitch. I mean, that's all true. That's all
And I feel like with something like that, no matter what the challenge is, we can always bounce ideas off of each other. We can always like be like, hey, let's do choreography. We can do it simplified. We can do this. We can do that. I think it'd be a really well-rounded team. And in terms of
true.
coaches,
So you need one more, because it's
oh
4.
wait, 4. Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Oh fuck. Probably a lot of emotions.
Okay.
Just because I feel like a team needs really like you can't have a team full of dancers in the comedy challenge come in and you're like,
You're right.
what are the jokes?
You're right. Okay. That is a very well-rounded team. So you have a lot of emotions. You have Lady Queef, Santana Visage, and then you, Star Synovia.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very well-rounded team. Now, who would you want to be your coach?
I would say Tiana Sins because you know she's my mom. I would probably have to go with my business or Riley Poppy Seed.
Ooh.
Just because I feel like they're also extremely well-rounded. I mean, Tiana's also really well-rounded, but also Tiana's a busy person. Very busy. So, I mean, my business is also extremely busy as well. They're all really busy, so I guess I'd be fine with either 3 of them, now that I really think about it. I would say I wouldn't really complain with any of them, because I feel like they're all very seasoned entertainers. They've made a name for themselves. My business especially, because bitch only been here for like a year and a half. Bitch
First of all,
booked-
my business.
booked like 8 days out of the week.
Well, that's
4
my
shows,
business for you.
4 shows in one day. Makes costumes.
Makes
Wigs.
puppets.
Literally, I was like, this bitch,
The bitch makes everything.
she just be doing shit.
Okay, so then Team Maya or Riley Pipey. Riley
Pipey, see? I'm about to say, I'd either find with Riley, Tiana, or Maya.
Okay, that would be a cute ass fucking team. So maybe for All Stars. So, Star Synovia, where can the children find you on the socials of the media?
Essentially, if you just look up Star Synovia, so spelled Synovia. Producer will put my tag right here, probably. I don't know.
Yes, our producer will be putting your tag right here.
Or right here.
Or right here. Or right
over
here. Or right here. Or right here.
Or right here. So, I mean, other than that, it's just star.syn on Instagram, Star Synovia on Facebook. Don't really use Twitter. I'm not well versed in the social medias.
Hey, at least you're on social media. So that's where you can find Star Synovia on the medias of the socials. So, you know what you just did?
Wait.
You spilled the motherfucking tea, bitch, with the faculty.
I didn't spill enough, but it's okay.
Any last words?
You're all whores!
With that being said, goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining us in the Dean's Room. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, Dragula. Horror.
Wait, it's
Filth. No,
it's
glamour.
Horror. Wait,
Filth.
it's full.
No, I thought glamour was the end.
Dragula. She's a killer. Queen. Drag. Filth. Horror. Glamour.
Dragula. Okay.
You look just like one of the boulets.
I look like one of the boulets. Why you be boulaying?